Scout Automobile, welcome to Start. Listen carefully, because what you're about to hear is not just a car story, it's an emotional comeback, a legend breathing again, a name that once ruled hearts across generations. The 2026 Volkswagen Beetle is not simply back on the road, it's back in the soul of car lovers, redesigned for the future but still carrying the heartbeat of its past. From the very first glance, you feel something familiar, something warm, yet dangerously modern. This is not nostalgia alone, this is evolution done right. The moment the 2026 Beetle rolls into view, it doesn't scream for attention, it pulls you in. The iconic rounded silhouette is still there, because Volkswagen knew one thing very clearly: you don't touch a legend's face, you refine it. The curves are smoother, tighter, more confident. The front end carries soft circular LED headlights, now sharper and smarter, glowing like intelligent eyes that know exactly who they are. The Beetle badge sits proudly, not oversized, not shy, perfectly balanced, reminding you that this car doesn't need to prove anything. Walk around it slowly and you notice the magic in the details. The hood slopes gently, aerodynamic yet emotional. The fenders are muscular but friendly, a rare combination. The roofline flows like a continuous wave, ending in a compact, sporty rear that looks playful and aggressive at the same time. This is where old school charm meets 2026 attitude. The Beetle no longer feels like a cute car trying to survive in a serious world. It feels confident, bold, and unapologetically unique. The color palette alone tells a story. Volkswagen brings back classic Beetle-inspired shades, creamy whites, soft pastels, deep blues, but now mixed with modern metallic blacks, matte grays, and electric-inspired neon accents. Each color feels alive, as if the car has its own personality. And let's be honest, the Beetle was never meant to be boring. It was always about expression, about standing out without shouting. Step closer to the wheels and you realize how much the Beetle has grown up. Large alloy wheels, ranging from 18 to 20 inches depending on the trim, fill the arches perfectly. The tires sit wide, giving the car a planted stance. This is no longer a car that looks like it might float away in the wind. This is a Beetle that hugs the road. Now open the door, and this is where the surprise truly begins. The interior of the 2026 Volkswagen Beetle feels like stepping into a modern lounge designed by people who understand emotion. The dashboard keeps the classic horizontal flow, but now it's layered with soft touch materials, ambient lighting, and a seamless digital experience. The steering wheel feels thick, premium, with perfectly placed controls that don't overwhelm you. Right in front of you, a fully digital instrument cluster wakes up, customizable, smooth, and beautifully animated. It can look futuristic or retro-inspired, depending on your mood. Volkswagen even adds classic Beetle-style gauges as a theme, a subtle nod to history that longtime fans will instantly appreciate. The center infotainment screen floats naturally, not forced, not oversized. It's responsive, crisp, and deeply integrated with the car. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless connectivity, voice commands that actually work. Everything you expect in 2026 is here. But what makes it special is how it's presented. The interface feels friendly, not cold. Animations are soft, transitions are smooth, and the system feels like it was designed for humans, not robots. Seats are where comfort meets character. The 2026 Beetle offers sport seats with integrated headrests, wrapped in premium fabric, leather, or sustainable eco-materials depending on the trim. Yes, sustainability matters here. Volkswagen makes sure that the Beetle isn't just cute on the outside but responsible on the inside. Recycled materials, vegan leather options, and eco-friendly production methods all play a role in shaping this new icon. Sit down and you'll notice the driving position is surprisingly perfect. Low enough to feel sporty, high enough to feel confident. Visibility is excellent, one of the Beetle's strongest traits. Thanks to its rounded glass and thoughtful design, you feel connected to the road, not isolated from it. Now let's talk about space, because this might shock you. The 2026 Beetle is more practical than ever. Front passengers enjoy generous legroom and headroom, while the rear seats, although still cozy, are more usable than before. This isn't a big family SUV, but it's no longer just a lifestyle toy. It's a real car for real daily life. The trunk has also improved, offering enough space for groceries, weekend bags, or even a short road trip's luggage. Fold the rear seats, and suddenly the Beetle becomes surprisingly versatile. This is where modern engineering quietly enhances a classic idea. Now comes the heart of the story: performance. The 2026 Volkswagen Beetle is offered in multiple powertrain options, because the world is changing, and the Beetle is changing with it. Entry-level models feature efficient turbocharged petrol engines, smooth, responsive, and perfect for city driving. They deliver excellent fuel economy without sacrificing fun. Then comes the hybrid version, a smart balance between performance and efficiency. Electric assistance provides instant torque, making city driving effortless and highway cruising smooth. It's quiet when you want peace, lively when you want excitement, but the real headline is the fully electric 2026 Volkswagen Beetle. Yes, the Beetle goes electric, and it does so with confidence. Built on Volkswagen's advanced electric platform, this Beetle delivers instant acceleration, near-silent operation, and a driving experience that feels surprisingly emotional. You press the pedal, and the car moves immediately. No delay, no drama, just pure response. Range anxiety? Not here. The electric Beetle offers a competitive driving range, more than enough for daily commutes and weekend adventures. Fast charging support means you can recharge quickly and get back on the road without stress. This isn't just an electric car wearing a Beetle costume. This is a Beetle reimagined for the electric age. Handling is another area where the 2026 Beetle shines. The low center of gravity, especially in the electric version, keeps the car stable through corners. Steering is light but precise, suspension is tuned for comfort without feeling floaty, and the overall driving feel is playful, just like a Beetle should be. This is a car that makes you smile, even at low speeds. Safety, of course, is fully modern. Advanced driver assistance systems come standard or optional depending on trim. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, automatic emergency braking, parking assistance, and even semi-autonomous driving features are available. The Beetle might look friendly, but it's packed with serious technology to protect you. Ambient lighting deserves special mention. Inside the 2026 Beetle, lighting isn't just decoration, it's mood. You can choose different colors, brightness levels, and themes. Night drives feel calm, cozy, almost therapeutic. It's the kind of interior where you actually enjoy sitting, even when you're not driving. Sound system options include a premium setup tuned specifically for the Beetle's cabin. Music feels rich, immersive, and clear. Whether you're listening to classic rock, modern pop, or soft jazz, the car becomes your personal concert hall. Now let's talk about emotion, because that's what the Beetle has always been about. This car isn't for people who want to disappear into traffic. It's for people who want to express themselves quietly, confidently. The 2026 Beetle doesn't chase trends, it defines its own lane. In a world full of aggressive SUVs and sharp-edged sedans, the Beetle stands out by being human. Volkswagen understands that the Beetle is not just a product, it's a memory for many, and a discovery for others. That's why they've carefully balanced retro charm with future technology. Nothing feels forced. Nothing feels gimmicky. Everything feels intentional. Driving the 2026 Volkswagen Beetle through city streets feels like reconnecting with joy. People look, they smile, some point, some remember, some imagine themselves behind the wheel. That's the power of this name. And on the highway, the Beetle feels calm, confident, stable. Wind noise is well controlled, ride quality is smooth, and long drives feel effortless. This is a car you can live with, not just admire. Pricing is expected to be competitive, positioned to attract both young buyers looking for something unique and older fans who want to relive the Beetle spirit in a modern form. Multiple trims allow customization, from simple and clean to sporty and expressive. In the end, the 2026 Volkswagen Beetle is not trying to be the fastest, the biggest, or the most aggressive car on the road. It's trying to be something much harder to achieve memorable. And it succeeds. This Beetle proves that icons don't need to disappear, they need to evolve. It proves that emotion still matters in the automotive world. It proves that a car can be friendly, modern, efficient, and exciting at the same time. The 2026 Volkswagen Beetle is not just back, it's reborn with respect, intelligence, and heart. And once you see it, once you drive it, once you feel it, you understand one thing very clearly. Some legends never die, they just learn how to live again.